Hello, and welcome back to Broken Chess, the show that actually delivers on its promises. I'm here once again with Mr. Full Official, George Grothier. George, how are you doing? Dry eyes, I'm guessing. All right. Yeah, making up for last time. The version that we are playing today, as you can see, is again only pawns, but this time actually only pawns. No kings, no promotion. So we will play only legal pawn moves allowed, moving forward one square, um, or and therefore no en passant as well, which I didn't think of until just now, which is kind of a bummer, but also probably good just to keep things uncomplicated. Um, Capturing diagonally, moving forward one square, no promotion when they get to the end. So when a pawn makes it to the end, it is stuck. And the side that is left with more pawns when neither player has any legal moves will be the winner. If one player has no legal moves, but the other player does, that player gets to move again, um, as many times as it takes for the other person to have a legal move or for the first person to exhaust all their legal moves. So we could wind up seeing one person move 3, 4 times in a row. I guess I could see that happening, if circumstances allow it, but it is we'll see when we get there. And then if we finish the game with no legal moves and each of us having the same number of pawns, it will be a draw, which would be the only the second in the history of the channel. Um, all right, George, you are playing white, so let's get after it.
All right, I am going to, the last time I was on the show a couple weeks ago, I got way too far into my own head in the opening, so I'm just gonna control the center of the board. Let's go E4.
All right, yeah, classic. The official first move of the channel. You know what? I'm gonna high risk, high reward here. I'm gonna Scandinavian defense you. D5.
All right, I'm gonna go C4.
Interesting. The name of that opening is escaping me, but um, hmm.
I came up with this variant. You're already at a disadvantage.
Well, no, E4 C4 is a thing I think, but not in response to D5. Anyway, doesn't matter. This isn't a real opening because this isn't a real game of chess. Um, well, D pawn's best friend is the C pawn, so I'm gonna ask you politely to take my D pawn, or
Well,
for the
I
time
will
being.
politely take your D pawn with my C pawn.
Okay.
+1. You see it. You see it right up there.
I sure do. And I think I already might have blundered, honestly, because if I take your pawn, if I take your pawn on D5 now, you can take back with the E4, and I can't take that. So I think I'll just take away some more center space here, maybe, and then kind of leave you with that pawn, hopefully becoming a weakness.
All right, let's go C3.
Okay. Um, yeah, I'll reinforce. I'll go D6.
Okay, now I'm gonna go D4.
All right. Now I can win it back. Doesn't really matter what I take with, I don't think. So I'll go C. C takes D4.
Okay, now I'm gonna go. I think this is gonna work out for me. I'm gonna go D4.
Interesting. No, I
D4
had,
with I'm going to capture D4.
oh, okay. Yes, C takes D4. Great. Um, yeah, and I'll take back, kind of obviously. Um, seeing it on the board and actually playing a couple turns, it really, really reminds me um, just how much it has in common with checkers. Obviously,
Yeah,
slightly different, but I've played quite a few games of checkers in my day, so I'm gonna try to take the strategy I've learned from that, and we'll see if it translates to a victory. Obviously, when Declan and I played our chess versus checkers, um, not much winning can be done there, but we'll see if checkers versus checkers, if there's
we could just
something.
play broken checkers sometime.
Yeah, all right. This honestly might be broken checkers.
Something similar to it, yeah. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go D3 again.
All right. Hmm. All right. I think now I'll go F5, make you make a decision.
Well, I'm gonna make you make a decision and go G4.
Okay. That certainly does make me make a decision. And I think I'll take that. I think I'll go F takes G4.
And now I'm gonna go H takes G4.
Okay. There is, man, just it's kind of similar to being like the first guy or second guy in line on one of those boats on D-Day. You're like, this is not like, there's no way this doesn't end with me getting like shot slash captured immediately.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, those machine guns have a lot of bullets, and you do not want to be first in line. All right, I think now. Hmm. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think C6 is the. I think that's the move. We'll find out.
Okay. Now I'm gonna go. Let's go C2.
All right, the first back rank piece. Um, and now since you let me do it, I'm gonna go C5.
Okay, and now I'm gonna go B4.
Smart, I think.
We don't know. This is
No,
the first time we're trying this.
yep, I guess. Well, we could try to turn on the engine, but I'm not sure what the engine would
The
think
engine
since
would
there's no
explode.
yeah, there's no kings, and that's kind of the whole point of chess generally. Um, all right, you know what? And we're still even, by the way, um,
Yes.
on pawns.
We've taken two each.
It feels
Two
like
each,
more,
three. Two each, three each.
at least three. Um, well, it's yeah, I
Three
guess it's
each.
because the computer's not like the program thing
Not
down
giving
here is
us a
not
readout.
built to capture when there's more than eight. Um, all right, I'm gonna go E6 and force another decision there.
Okay. I'm gonna go C3.
Hmm. Yeah, I'll go E takes D5. We'll have another capture chain here, I think.
I'm gonna go E takes D5.
Yep. And now, yeah, now I'm gonna go D takes C3. Poor background guy thought he was safe.
Hmm. I'm gonna go E3.
All right. And now, all right, I'm up one. I'm gonna keep that going. Go C takes B2.
All right, well, I'm going to capture.
Yep. The only legal move. And now, all right, I think that's nice that that'll do the math for us because they're I'm curious. I should have asked this before we started. How many pawns do you think the winning person will have left?
I would guess somewhere between 6 and 10.
Yeah, I think that sounds right because we've traded at least five each at this point, meaning we're
Yeah.
down to about 19. Well, we see 8, 13, 18, 19.
So you have
Um,
19, I have 18,
yeah, and definitely at least 6 to 10 more will get captured.
probably.
Um, Including this one right there. C takes B4.
And now A takes B4.
Mhm. Um, that's funny. The one difference between like this checkers mentality is checkers, you obviously want to make it to the end of the board to get kinged. But not that you don't want it necessarily in this version, but it doesn't matter.
What's interesting about the current setup is that you've lost 6, I've lost 7, but from a current stand from a starting standpoint, you haven't advanced any players.
Yeah, which was a conscious decision on my part.
So it's almost like a reset for you right now.
A little bit, although with
Try
at least
to,
a few
take what you've
holes.
learned over the course of the first 10 minutes of this game.
Yeah.
So it's your turn.
Um, yeah, sure is. And hmm, I'm trying to do some math there. All right, we are. I'm trying to see where my extra pawn is. I guess it's in the A and B files there. Um, okay, just gonna go F6. Try to maybe see if I can win the battle over there as well.
All right, I'm going to counter. I'm going to go H3.
All right. Um, well then, F5.
E4.
King me. That's
It's okay. Go on, do it. They already know it's coming.
well, I don't know though. Yeah, I think I do. I think I do want to take that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to capture with my F pawn.
Okay. I'm not sure that helped me. And of course, it's not your job to make moves that help me, but I would like if you did.
Oh, sure. Let me try that next time.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I really think it might come down to like the winner will win by one.
It might.
Um, yeah, it'll either be one or it'll be like 8. Like one person's like, I have no moves, and then the other person just gets to capture all their pawns. Um, and hopefully that person is not me.
From my point of view, the Jedi are evil, and I hope you're the one who's that person.
All right, H5.
Okay. D4.
All right. Yeah, if I had a bishop on that long diagonal, I'd get to have a real good chance at grabbing one of those. But that's the opposite of the point.
We should play only bishops next.
That would be exhausting. Um, but I'm down. Um, all right, now I think think h6.
All right, I think e5.
Okay. Now I definitely have to capture that. So d takes e5.
And now I'm going to capture e5.
That's scary center right there. Like Bam out of bio. All right.
Hey, heat and four,
Look at
right?
those. Huh?
Heat and four.
I hope not. I hope at least five, just to avoid the embarrassment. Uh,
Gentleman's sweep. We're
oh,
recording
this
this
will
before game four of the Heat
yes,
Celtics series.
but it will come out almost certainly after. No, definitely after the series is over, because it'll be 7 days from today,
Yeah.
and there's at most four. Well, no, I'm not going to look up when a game 7 would be, but because it's almost certainly not going to happen. Um, yeah, I think H takes G4.
H takes G4.
Mhm. And now I'm kind of surprised no pawn has made it. I guess my pawn got to B2. Um,
Yeah,
but it definitely makes sense that have you ever there's a variant on chess.com of it's not infinite pawns, but it's like one player has regular pieces, the other player has like 32 pawns. And so
I
you
have.
have to
Yeah.
yeah. That's
Strength in numbers.
yeah, that's a tough one. All right, I'm gonna go H5 again.
And I'm going to go F3.
And hmm, think I think H4 is the move.
Okay, and now the move will be G5.
That's annoying. It was not the move for Aidan, he said. Um, all right, C7. Gotta gotta make something happen here.
Okay, let's go H2.
All right, and now C6.
And now D6.
That's what I was worried you'd do. Um, but C5.
I'm going to have to capture you.
Okay, I will capture back.
B3.
B6.
A3.
Gotta tell you, I'm pretty excited now. I feel like uh I guess the last movie that kind of made me feel this way was Emily the Criminal with Aubrey Plaza, where like the whole like it's tension, it's building up, and you know something's gonna happen, but you're not quite sure what. I feel like it's gonna be a real shootout in these last. I'd say we each have probably 20 moves, maybe. So how
Probably.
many left?
I'm going to
So,
strengthen my position in the middle of the board. Let's go. D2.
wait, isn't it my move?
Nope.
A3 and then B6. Oh yeah.
So D3.
Uh, D3.
Or sorry, D2.
Yep. Okay. I think B5.
E6.
And A5.
G3,
All right. Well, I got to capture that.
and I will return.
Whew.
No, I won't. I'm going to go H3.
Okay. Um, I don't know that there's a correct answer for me on my next move. I know it like I know what I want you to do. Obviously, you shouldn't do that. You should, although unless we're agreeing that the goal is to have me win, which I support, but don't expect you to
You won the
insist.
last time I was on the show. It's only fair if I win this time.
Uh, I, you
It's
also
only
what
fair, only pawns.
you lost the coin toss last time and you won this time, so I think we've evened that out.
Well, usually my call is tails never fails, and tails has consistently failed me, so I called heads this time and I won.
Yeah. So I think that's all the equality we needed. Um, all right. I think what I got to do here is C4.
Okay, I'm going to go B4,
Yep. And now I'll go A takes B4.
and I will capture B4.
Yep. And now I'll go A6 again.
Okay.
Let's remind the audience, you're 2 pawns down here, so you gotta find and clearly the middle is where you'll be able to do that
Yeah, I'm
somehow.
going to go E2,
B2,
E2.
E2. All right. Um, and now I think it's my time to go B7,
And now I'm going to go D3,
D3.
D3, D as in Dr. Emperor.
Very, very nice topical reference there. Um, what am
Don't know what it
I?
means, but I said it.
Yeah, I think I gotta take it.
Okay, and I'll match.
But
Good, Anakin.
that's the first totally open file. Me to go stay that
Good.
guy. Uh,
Everything is proceeding as I have foreseen.
May the 4th was a little while ago, but appreciate that you're a fan of the movies. Um, I think we're getting to the point where I should turn my
No.
I'm getting to the point where I should turn my light on. So I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
That is not my move.
Dude, how did you do that?
What
You turned your light on and mine went off.
the force? I'm gonna say.
Probably. I don't know. I committed to the bit. It was
Um,
dumb.
all right. So the back to the game here. The C file being empty and no pieces can get back onto it. So we are in an A versus B and in a D versus H end game here. Um, where I've got a, I guess, so I've got a 2 pawn advantage on the A file, uh, but we're even in D through H, but split differently, and I've got triple G pawns. And you've got 2 on the D file. I only have 1. Same on the F file. So we're in for quite the fight, I think. And I will go A7 to try to win that fight.
Do it.
I did.
I will go D4 to try to reinforce the center of the board.
Okay. Hmm. I think I did this right if I go E7. It's either a winning tactic or a massive blunder, and I'm not sure which. Well, I think it's a winning tactic. Otherwise, I wouldn't have played it. But I'm not confident enough to
Well,
say it is.
let's try it. Let's go capture at E7.
Um, Now I think I should take with the D pawn.
Okay. Let's go F4.
Okay. Now I'll go B6. Knock off that front B pawn that you've got there in short order.
Let's go.
I keep thinking, oh, I make it to the end, but I'm not kinging or queening or anything, so there's really
Yeah,
no incentive to do that.
it's just a matter of survival.
Yeah.
Let's go H4.
All right. Now A5.
And I have to capture.
You don't, but you thank you. And yeah, B takes A5 again.
I'm going to go D5.
Hmm. Yeah, I think I just need to play waiting moves now. It's really you who I want to drive the capture chains here.
No. I will go. I guess there's no point in delaying the inevitable, so I'll go F2.
Okay. I did actually hope you would wait on that, but it's not really fair of me to expect that of you. Um, and I should definitely capture it, so I will.
And I will capture.
And now, ooh, no, I definitely shouldn't do that. Now I'll just go A4.
I'm going to go F3.
And A5. Yeah, this is tension. I'm sure better chess players than us can calculate what's going to happen, but we can't.
I think what's going to happen is I'm going to run out of legal moves real quick.
I think you're right. Um, yeah,
So let's go B2.
that's right. All right. B4.
F5.
All right, that's what I had been waiting for. So I can untriple my pawns, and now I just have two doubles.
Now I'm going to go F4.
Hmm. Ooh. All right. Now I'm in a little bit of a sticky situation. Although I'm up three, so I don't think you'll be able to get three back. Um, Probably one. And your 6 to 10 was looking a little much. It's seeming like the winner will have like
Three to
single
four.
digits for sure. Because I only have nine left. Yeah. Um, yeah, whatever. I mean, I guess I can afford to give one back, but I don't think this does that, but I'll do that. H7.
Go H5.
All right. And well, I was saying, oh, I don't want you to freeze this, but it doesn't matter. If you freeze it, then I win. So uh go H6.
G6.
A3.
B3.
All right. So yeah, I think here you'll get one of those pawns back. Because I only have two legal moves. And that's one of them, F7.
And I will capture F7 with my G pawn.
Yeah, I think you'll only wind up winning by one. Or I'll only wind up winning by one. Um so- oh, what am I talking about? My A pawn can move. But anyway, I'll capture that. Capture
And
on
I
my
will
second
return
move.
capture.
Yeah. And now A2. This will be the first. Well, no, you can have the first pawn to make it to the end.
I'm going to do that.
All right. Congratulations. You do not become a queen. And A1. And oh, yeah, you only have one legal move now.
And I'm going to make it.
And I will capture.
And now you have legal moves that you can make.
Yep. Uh, so my D pawn can make it all the way to the end. Um, but
I
just
can't
so
make legal moves, so why don't you just advance your D pawn to the end because you know you're going to do that.
well, actually, I'll do this, so we're at least going back and forth a little bit.
All right, now I'll capture.
And I'll go there, and you'll do,
Yep, my only legal move.
and no more pawns are getting captured.
Yep.
All right. So technically, we said until both players are done. All right,
Both
that is
players aren't
that.
done.
Huh?
Your G pawn.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what was I doing? All right, let me go back to like here then. Oh, where
You
did I
already
go?
made the move, bro.
Uh, that's true.
That D pawn is there.
All
It's at
right.
the end.
And G pawn,
Capture.
and now, oh, now we both have legal moves again. All right, final score 5-4.
All right.
What more of a nail biter than I remembered it being, or than I thought it would be, and that I'd kind of calculated in the final stages there. But um, I wish there were like actual notation for this, but because of the way chess.com is has set up their classrooms and analysis boards now. We're not able to do that. However, obviously this is recorded and you're watching on YouTube, so I would be interested in watching this back and seeing um, where the, I guess, mistake on your part happened. I feel like when this game is played perfectly, it's definitely a draw, um, which is true of regular chess too. It's just
We're about
this
as
is a,
close to a draw as you can be, though.
yeah. I think
Like
probably the way it will,
the furthest up
go ahead.
either of us got was 3.
Right, but I think that was in a position where we knew that I was gonna give some back in the later stages of the game.
I didn't know that.
Oh, okay.
I thought you would step on my throat.
I would have liked to, and perhaps there was a way for me to do that. Maybe I made some mistakes too. But I think this is it's definitely an ebb and flow type of game. I like my strategy of hanging back and letting you come to me. I think that set me up well. Um, and yeah, what are your thoughts, George? How broken, how fun?
Extremely broken. 10 out of 10 broken. There are no back rank pieces.
Yeah,
It's so
like
broken.
it's really not chess. I think we already have a
Checkers was a
subtitle for
good
this.
comp.
Yeah. We could perhaps give a second subtitle to this episode of as Broken Checkers, because that's really what it was closer to than chess. I mean, we used pieces that move like pawns, but as far as the end goal,
I mean, you
and like
saw the way that the board sort of evolved or developed was lots of angular, really only on the white squares, um, sort of setting up capture chains where,
yeah,
it looked like a checkerboard.
yeah, it really did. With twice as many pieces, obviously, but there's really no difference between playing this or playing with. That would actually be fascinating to play like double checkers where you have one set of pieces that only go on the dark squares and one that only go on the light squares. Um, if we play only bishops, maybe it would turn into something like that.
Oh, it would definitely turn into something like that.
Yeah, so this variation. Only knights, I think, is probably the only way. Only rooks would suck. Uh, and
yeah,
we
so
have played Henry VIII chess, which was six queens.
yes. Uh 10 broken, say like an 8 or a 9 fun. I think once you get on board with the concept, it sort of takes off in a new direction, and that made it pretty fun.
Yeah, but it also is a little bit like, well, we could just play checkers. And I think there's more calculation that goes into this type of game versus last week's episode of rock paper scissors chess, which rock paper scissors you need to get lucky, you need to win a couple hands in a row, versus this where you actually do have to think. I think there were a lot more stretches of silence, but it was more work, not necessarily less fun, but more work than some of the other versions we played. Um, and
Yeah.
of course, chess is hard. Chess is work as well, so that's nothing new. But if you're looking for a little goof off version, this is maybe not the one. Um, so I'd say maybe like a 6 or 7, just for
The end game was fun once we were sort of going after each other more liberally.
yeah.
I think it allowed us to, the pace was pretty consistent throughout. Um, we're leaving not a lot of work for our well-paid editor,
Yeah.
but definitely there were stretches towards the end of the game where we were in a position where the next move was obvious and the pace really picked up.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I think honestly the hardest part of this is starting, um, which I felt the first couple times I played checkers too, but then you get your strategies. Um, so perhaps yeah, I wonder, if we played this again, maybe I would adapt more of my checker strategy to this. I think I might have some success. But any more thoughts before we close out?
I'll see you next time I'm on.
Yeah, which I'm sure will not be too long. So if you play this version, let us know in the comments. As always, if you have any other suggestions for versions to play, let us know those as well. And otherwise, we will see you next week. Bye.